Hello, and welcome to the Fear Channel, a channel with regular broadcasts telling the most chilling of urban legends, ghost stories, and forays into the darkest corners of the human mind. Those faint of heart or prone to night terrors should proceed at their own risk. Tonight's story is Rhotacism Guy.
This all happened when I was living in Arizona. I went camping with some friends in the Sedona area. We ended up at a place near a river. It was mostly wooded. One of my friends had a speech impediment, mostly just rhoticism issues. He couldn't say R sounds very well. So we set up camp near the river since it was before mosquito season. Rhotacism guy is the quiet type, just sort of blends into the background of whatever else is going on. I didn't pay much attention to him. Everyone was running around exploring the place or swimming. It gets dark, so everyone settles down. We don't see Rhotacism guy, but no one is too worried. He's a grown man, so he can take care of himself. It's not even late yet. But as the evening wears on, it's starting to get late, and we're worried our friend won't show up. Finally, he makes an appearance. He takes a seat by the campfire and just stares blankly into it. I ask him if he's okay. He just responds with a yes. Then I ask where he was. He says nothing. Since he's always been aloof and quiet, none of us really suspect anything as being up. We just let it go. He's back and safe, and that's all that matters. So we start having fun together again. Once again, I sort of forget about Rhotacism guy since he just sort of slips into the background. I went to bed while Rhotacism guy and a few others stayed up. It felt good to be in bed, but for some reason I couldn't fall asleep. As the night wore on, I grew more and more restless. I was drifting in and out of sleep. I thought maybe hitting up the bathroom would help me sleep better, so I got out of my tent, and Rhotacism guy is still in his exact same spot. I can barely make him out in front of the burnt coals. I nearly shit myself. It was creepy as fuck. It's hard to describe, but he was just sitting there, completely still, staring very intently at the coals. He's rubbing his hands together and puts them near the fire pit like he's warming them on like a really huge bonfire. I wasn't sure what to do. Then he turns and looks at me. It was awkward for a brief moment. I began to wonder if he saw something freaky when he got lost, like a dead body or something, and is now in just a catatonic state. The thought calms me down a bit. I finally decide to say something. "Are you okay? It's like 4 a.m. now." Rhotacism guy bolts up and starts talking. He's acting really cheery, but none of his words seem to have the right emotional emphasis. He babbles on for a few minutes about the sun coming up soon and wanting to get another hike in before having to leave. He wants to go on a hike with me like right at that damn second. I try to tell him we should see if anyone else wanted to go, or at least tell them we were going. He is adamantly opposed to this, insisting we should go right then and not let anyone know. He doesn't even want me to change clothes or put on shoes. As we talk, he gets more and more persistent. That's when I realize something. He is pronouncing all of his words perfectly. Rhotacism guy normally can't pronounce certain words correctly for his life, but this guy has not messed up a single word. This freaks me out. I tell him I'm going to wake up the others, and then proceed to rattle their tents and yell at them to get up. The whole time I'm doing this, I'm not taking my eyes off of Rhotacism guy. He sits down and returns to staring blankly at the coals. Most of my friends get up. Naturally, they're pretty pissed at me. I don't really have the luxury of caring about that right now, though. I say whatever I have to keep them up. One guy bitches about the coals and starts talking about getting firewood. Rhotacism guy immediately offers to join him. That worries me. Now what am I going to do? Out Rhotacism guy right in front of him? Try to lie to keep him still? Or just let my friend go with him and be thankful it wasn't me? Not being the brightest man, I volunteer to join them. At that moment, Rhoticism guy stares at me for a moment. Might have been a glare or some kind of calculating stare. Either way, I know that I just saved my friend's life. So Rhoticism guy follows us, but slowly and from a distance, so it's really creepy. Like he didn't fit in with us. I don't leave my friend's side for a moment, and I keep staring back at Rhoticism guy to check on what he's doing. My friend gets the idea that something has to be up. He starts staring back at Rhoticism guy too. We got the firewood, got back, and didn't take our eyes off of Rhoticism guy again. My friend does the same. He seems to get that Rhoticism guy is not acting normal. He just stares blankly and doesn't speak unless spoken to. He's also doing out-of-place actions, like kneeling down and fiddling with his shoelaces, like he was pretending to tie them. All of the others went back to sleep for a few hours. Once people woke up for the morning, no one but me and my friend noticed that Rhoticism guy is acting weird. He kept randomly asking others to go off alone with him. Thankfully no one does, since he was being so weird about it. We kept a close eye on him, and made sure that no one was ever alone with him. We all pack up since it's time to go. I'm driving. Once we get near Sedona, Rhoticism guy asks to be let out. He says he'll walk home from there. Now this guy lives in Phoenix, which is a 2-hour drive from there. At this point, I just let him out. I do not give any fucks anymore. I just want him out of my damn car. The others seem confused at this point, but I don't care. He gets out and we drive off. I stare at him through the rear view mirror as we continue. He doesn't move, but he was twitching a lot. We make a turn and we can't see him anymore. I immediately tell the others what happened. I still kind of get nervous that he might jump out at us from nowhere and start wailing on the car, but nothing of the sort ever happened. The others comment that he was being weird, but they don't agree with just leaving him there. I can't seem to convey the fact to them that he was more than just being weird. No one but my firewood friend believes me. I decide to drop it. So a few days later, Rhoticism guy shows up back at work again. He's been missing for a few days. When he gets back, he stays far away from me. I don't know what to do or say, but he seems to be back to normal. At least he's not trying to get people alone with him. Eventually, I go up and talk to him. He's pissed at me, wondering why I left him out there. I yell at him for being so damn creepy and tell him it's his fault for being asked to be let out. We kept arguing about the facts until finally it all made sense. He claims that I took him to show him something on the first day, that we walked for hours and then I mysteriously disappeared. So the real Rhoticism guy was lost in the woods the whole time. Whatever was back with us at the campsite, frankly, I don't ever want to know.